Coach Charlie Marso, baseball 1937 through 1955. Baseball, Natick native, athlete, teacher, and coach. Although born without a full right hand, he overcame his physical handicap to become one of the premier pitchers in the golden age of Natick High School baseball. Head baseball coach from 1936 to 1955. His Natick High School baseball teams capped 3 Central Mass Championships, 8 Bay State crowns, and were East Massachusetts finalists 3 times. Also played at Braves Field. He enjoyed a Natick High School career teaching biology from 1936 to 73. He earned a full baseball scholarship to Boston College because of his merit from Natick High School, and he was later inducted into the Boston College Hall of Fame. And accepting for Coach Marso, his son Peter.
This is yours here too. How you doing? This has been a very emotional day for me. Actually, the last 2 weeks have. I grew up in Hopkinton. Dad moved to Hopkinton in 1953, and we stayed there till the end. And I had a chance to go to Natick High School where Coach me and Billy took me around and took me into the library. Showed me all the old pictures, you know, like that. And I had never seen those pictures before. And I know Mary Levitt taught school with my dad. I know they were like next door rooms, whatever, so had a lot in common. Dad really enjoyed Natick. He grew up in Natick. He was born in Natick. He coached the 1st Legion team in Natick and the high school team as well, Coolidge Field, and he talked a lot about some of his players over the years. A lot of his ball players that were also on that championship football team. But I had never met any of these people. So fortunately enough, tonight I started meeting them. I just couldn't believe it. It had taken me this long to get to know these people because, of course, I didn't have the Natick connection. I had the Hopkinton connection. Now, Dad was born with a very deformed hand. And in order for him to make it, he was going to have to go into a field where he could possibly use one hand and also pitch in baseball. And he had a stub. He was a left-hander, but the right hand was a stub. So he had to figure a way that he could catch the balls on the line drive back or bat. So what he did was he took a glove and he cut the fingers of the glove. He took a boxing glove, put the boxing glove around into the glove so he could have support. But of course, he had one other problem. He had to bat because there was no designated hitter back in the 30s and 40s. And so what he would do is he would just hold the bat in the grip, and I'm sure his players that are here today can tell you about it. He'd punch him over second, punch him over third. But anyway, Dad took the baseball job from a gentleman named Buck Donahue. And that was in 1936, after he graduated from Boston College. We had an outstanding career. He was in the Boston College Hall of Fame, and he lost one game in college for 4 years. And he got his biology job at the high school. And he taught with Tass Felides, who's here today, and Mary as well. And some of his ball players that I had heard him talk about for many, many years, and I finally got an opportunity to see them tonight. And I'm just going to read off some names, and if I missed anybody, I'm very sorry. I did a lot of research. Charlie Sticker, Leo Grady, Donnie Butters, Jackie Allen, Dick Clasby, Eddie Clasby, Wally Montgomery, Put Morgan, Vanjie Sticker, Jimmy Aja, Sibba Grassi, Muzzy and Junie Franjos, Frank Vericchione, Lester Leland, Richie Paul, Doc Grady, Angelo Lefter, Jimmy Arena, Tommy Arthur. Now, I met a lot of these people tonight, and they had some fantastic stories to tell me. Those pictures out there are just unbelievable. Coolidge Field, that was Natick baseball. That's where you played Natick baseball. And the high school was downtown. Didn't move up to the new high school until 1955, but it was all Coolidge Field. I was a bat boy on the team. Little do I remember, but I do remember the rivalries, the Jack Daniels in Framingham, the Scafardis over in Needham, Hal Goodnow at Wellesley. And the Bay State League actually didn't get started till sometime in the 50s. Back then, to make the state tournament, you had to be selected. So they only took 8 teams into the tournament. And Natick went in many, many times. They played at Braysfield, they played at Fenway Park. They were in the state finals at Fenway Park and Braysfield. A lot of these gentlemen are here today. They'll tell you all about it. It was all Natick High School baseball, but biology was a love of his also. So I was very fortunate to have been brought up under a fine athlete, as he is, as he was. And we moved to Hopkinton, and we had a baseball field in the backyard. Took the chicken coop, make a backstop so that we could hit. That's where it started. And Dad traveled from Hopkinton to Natick every day down the back road. There he spent 35 years in the Natick school system. And he would be very proud today to have known what you people did for him, that nobody forgot about him. And also, I just want to congratulate these other inductees, Darren Flutie and Jimmy DiPaolo. I remember both of them were on that American Legion baseball team that went to Fargo, North Dakota. Bob Galani played for my dad. I think Bob was in the last baseball team. But, I just want to say that I'm very thankful for all this, and, I'm sure he is proud and he's watching somewhere. And also, I just wanted to thank the committee for allowing me to come to Natick High School and go in the library and go through all the books and stuff in the 30s or 40s. It's kind of sad to have me see the high school moving, because sentimentally I'd like to keep it right where it is, because those are my memories. And, but I just want to thank everybody for doing this for us, for my family. And also I brought some friends for me from Hopkinton that I met through my years up in Hopkinton. We moved up there was 5,000 people in the town. There was no street lights, auxiliary fire department. Now it's just boomed up into 18,000 people. Brian King came. He was a Natick boy. He was a swimming coach at Hopkinton High School. Steve Simos played at Boston College, won a state championship for Hopkinton. In baseball, Mark Stickney is the present Hopkinton baseball coach and a member of the Hall of Fame. Lou Ottaviani played at Framingham, coaches the Framingham Legion, outstanding athlete. Jeff Stone, who I met at Framingham State when I was a student, he worked in Natick for a good many years. Now he's off to Suffolk. He's the head trainer. Billy Cunis, who was a friend of mine from way back, is also in the Boston College Hall of Fame. He was inducted a few years back, and he's been very, very good to me. Mr. Steve Ryder, who I haven't seen in a long time, and I worked with him up at Framingham State. We had a lot of good memories up there on the hill, and I get to see all these people today. But thank you very much, and I'm sure Dad would be very proud of you. And just never forget those state final teams, because he talked an awful lot about it, And if I didn't mention your name, I'm sorry. I know Mr. Tatuni played too, right? No, you didn't play baseball? Oh, okay. Oh, he's your biology teacher. Okay. Well, if you were a good baseball player, I'm sure you got a B. I'm sure you did. One thing that happened, he put Muzzy Franjos out on the roof one day, downtown Natick, the high school, and left him out there. Muzzy was acting up in class, and he told Muzzy to get out on the roof. So he stayed up and put Muzzy out on the roof. Next thing you know, school ended, he went home, and Muzzy's still on the roof. At 6:30, Muzzy's still up on the roof. But he was a very gentle guy. I miss him, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. Thank you very much. And thanks.
Thank you very much, Steve.
I don't know if you remember my dad.